Hey everybody, Prepper for the Ages. How's it going today? I was just listening to the live stream from Shadow Scout Suite. If you haven't stumbled on his YouTube page, go check it out. Really good YouTuber, really good advice, really knowledgeable person. So yes, today's live stream was about security and home security and securing the homestead and all that stuff. So it was good stuff. I missed some of it because I was traveling, but I managed to catch the end. Well, I have a story. So basically, I've always been told that for break-ins, burglaries, anything like that, the two best protections, they interviewed people in prison. They interviewed the burglars in prison. They said the two things that make them move off to the next target are a dog and a nosy neighbor. And I will tell you that's basically, hi, I'm the nosy neighbor. So my backstory is that I'm really good friends with my neighbors, and I've made sure I was really good friends with my neighbors. Um, there's several stories, but the main story I wanted to tell tonight was that my neighbor Bill and Bill has moved away. He sold his house. He sold the house. He moved away. So I don't know the new neighbors. So I have to get to know the new neighbors. That's my next mission. But before Bill sold his house and moved away, we looked after each other's houses. Now, we didn't say to each other, hey, can you look after my house? I'm going to be gone, or I'm going to be this. No, we looked after each other's houses. If he was gone, I would look after his house. If I knew he wasn't around, I would look after his house. He would look after my house. Same thing. You just look over, make sure nothing's wrong. There you go. And he used to have a helper. He ran a junk. He had a under the table junkyard. You're not supposed to have a junkyard in this area. So, but he had a junkyard, and he used to hire this really crazy guy to work for him to lug stuff right to left, up to down, and all this stuff, and help him out because Bill was very old, so he needed a helper. Well, one day I knew he's also a snowbird, so I knew he was going to be in Florida, and I didn't know if he had left for Florida or whatnot. But his helper was over there one day, and he wasn't. Hey, Bill, I see Crazy John over there. Is he supposed to be over there? No, call the cops. So basically, I was like, okay. So I called the cops and I stood there and he saw me, Crazy John. Crazy John is very crazy. And it might not have been the best thing for me to do, but I was going to be not afraid. I was going to be the crazy little old lady. Yeah, crazy little old lady here. How you doing? But he took off and left and the cops showed up. And what I learned later was he was trying to steal things from Bill's yard because Bill had gone to Florida like the previous day or whatnot, and he knew that. So, and the other story before that was that I guess there was an altercation between Crazy John and Bill, and Crazy John tried to punch Bill out, and Bill's an old man, and Bill's cousin I think stepped in. And needless to say, he wasn't allowed on the property at all. So, the other thing was that was Crazy John's second time over there, and second time the cops would have been called. The first time, the neighbor 2 doors down from me on the other side of Bill saw him. He knew what was going on, saw him, and called the cops. And neither time did they catch him. But yes, that was the nosy neighbor. Now, the moral of the story is 2 doors down was a nosy neighbor. Call the cops. I'm the nosy neighbor. Hey, Bill, is he supposed to be over there? No. Call the cops. I call the cops. Um, so yeah, prevented something bad happening both times. Oh, well, what if he had a weapon? What if he this? What if he that? Well, you guys know me, so yeah, we don't want anybody getting hurt, but yeah, um, yeah, it's I don't know if it's just, how do you can't really explain it if you haven't experienced it yet. But if you encounter someone who you can't do any harm to, you kind of know it. Yeah, basically that's the way they talk. It's the way they walk. It's the way they hold themselves. And I wasn't worried. So anyways, it's my crazy John story. It's okay. It's one of my crazy John stories. Crazy John is still crazy. Um, but at least he went away for a while. He went away. It was, yeah, the state had a free room and lodging, free, free board, free room, free lodging, free food for him for a while. So, and that's off on another completely different story. But yeah, crazy John is crazy. But yeah, that's nosy neighbor. Yeah, I have a dog. Dog barks. Oh, I've always had dogs, and dogs have always barked. So it was something agitated, John, crazy John. And the second thing was, yeah, I'm the nosy neighbor. I'm the one that makes the call. Bill was 1,700 miles away, mostly in Florida by the time I called him, by the time I texted him and he texted back. So yeah, works, nosy neighbor, and in like in a grid down fend for yourself situation, it's nice to be in front of the problem and have your friend, have your neighbor be in back and behind of the behind the problem. So anyway, okay, this is rambling, but I just thought I'd tell you my story. Okay, happy Saturday. I hope this finds you well. Take care. Bye.